This is Geometry Lesson 5.2, Exterior Angles of a Polygon. Our exterior angle sum conjecture states that the sum of the measures of the exterior angles of a polygon is 360 degrees. The measure of one exterior angle of a regular polygon is 360 degrees divided by the number of angles in the polygon. So sum would be all of the angles put together. If we have a regular polygon, we can divide that number by the number of angles to tell us how big each one is. Okay, let's do some examples. Example A, look at the figure at right. What is the sum of the measures of its exterior angles? Now we are talking about so we do have an octagon here, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, but the number of angles going around on the outside isn't really relevant. Those 8 angles will add up to 360 degrees on every single one of our polygons. But if I wanted to get how big each one of those angles is, I could use the division. So I know that all 8 of those angles do have to add up to 360, so I can divide that 360 by 8 to tell me that each of those angles is 45 degrees. Okay, I'm just going to label this guy 45. I could label them all. Every single one of them is 45, but I don't necessarily want to do that. I think I will at least label this one, though, because that will help us get y. So that 45-degree angle that I just filled in the bottom, he is supplementary to this angle y. Remember, that means those two angles will sum to 180 degrees. So if I'm trying to get y, I can do 180 degrees divided by, I lied, minus, let's erase that, minus our 45 degrees. And then that will tell us that x is 35 degrees. Moving on to example B. Example B asks us to calculate the measure of each lettered angle. Okay, so this first figure here, remember the outside angles will always sum to 360 degrees. So I'm going to write this out showing a lot of work. I know that whatever x is, if I add 140 to that, and then I add 105 to that, do need to sum to 360. So I can subtract everything I know from the total to see what that missing value would be. So you could add those values first, right? 140 plus 105, and then subtract the sum. You could also just subtract them one at a time, and it should give you the same value either way. Okay, 360 minus 140 minus 105, or 360 minus 245, either way. I'm going to pull up my calculator so I can show you what I mean. We will go 360 minus 140 minus 105. Sorry, he's on the wrong screen. There he is. 360 minus 140 minus 105 gives me a total of 115. I could have also added the 140 and the 105 first, and then done 360 minus the total, and it should give me the same answer. X is 115 degrees. Looking at problem B, again, the exterior angles, all the angles on the outside are going to add up to 360, okay? So that means this x plus another x plus another x, those are all congruent, plus this blank guy here plus this 154. If we add those all together, that will give me 360. Now, I'm going to use this idea that we had over here about our linear angles to get that missing blank on this shape first. So I know 180 minus 133 should give me the number for this corner right here. Okay. 180 minus 133. This missing exterior angle is 47 degrees. So then I'm going to fill in plus that 47, should total 360. So in this case, because I have 3 empty blanks, I'm going to take away what I know and then divide the remainder by 3 to see what each of those would be, okay? So I'm going to sum these guys first. That will be 154 plus 47, okay? That's 201. And I'm going to do this kind of algebraically here, because then I know that this is 3x plus 201 equals 360. So I can subtract what we know, right? If I do 360 minus 201, subtract what we know, tells me that I have 159 left over to split between those 3 angles. Okay, so then I can divide the leftovers by 3. 159 divided by 3 will tell me how big each one of those angles is. And that means each of those angles has 53 degrees. So there's a 53 here and in each of those congruent blanks. That is it for this video. Good luck on the exercises, and please let me know if you have any questions.